So what if I told you that a single setting on your Fire TV, your Google TV device, your Android TV could let someone remotely control your device and install applications without you even knowing? And the fact is, most people turn this on for no real reason at all. Well, today I'll show you why ADB/USB debugging should usually be turned off when it's actually needed and how to turn it on or off step by step. So today I'm going to show you how to disable it on your Google TV, your Fire TV, as well as your Android TV device. So we're going to jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. So first of all, what is ADB/USB debugging? So on a Fire TV device, the setting is called ADB debugging. On a Google TV or Android TV device, this is called USB debugging. Now, what debugging is essentially, it's a powerful developer feature that allows external devices like a PC or phone to remotely connect to your streaming device and control it, and even at some point install applications. Now, while there are legitimate reasons to use it, most people just turn them on because sideloading guidelines them to do so, even when it's completely unnecessary. So the big myth about sideloading is that if you're sideloading apps using Downloader, which most people use Downloader, you don't need ADB or USB debugging enabled, and all you need is to enable developer options. All you need to do is enable developer options, then turn on the ability for Downloader to install unknown apps. And that's basically it for sideloading. Now, where ADB debugging may be required is if you're installing apps from your PC or your phone, or using a specialty app like a launcher manager, a button mapper, or apps, for instance, we do know about mouse toggle, which requires it for the most part. Those are the only options, and usually in the instructions for those installation it will tell you to do so. But if you're just sideloading directly using your device Downloader, I would recommend leaving debugger completely off. So let's jump into why it's dangerous to leave it on. So as I mentioned earlier, when ADB or USB debugging is left on any device on the same network potentially gains pathway to control your device, remotely install apps, and even spread malware to other devices on your network. And this can go from device to device. Android-based malware often uses ADB connections because they are powerful and trusted by your system. Now, if your phone, laptops, or other Android devices become infected, ADB can be used as a bridge to spread these infections directly to your streaming device. Now, the scariest part about this is the connection pop-up. Now, if ADB is enabled on another device that tries to connect, you'll see a message asking you to allow connection. This is the last line of defense, guys. If someone accidentally clicks allow or doesn't understand what it means, in some cases you might have your kids browsing or relatives that just need to get to the next screen, that device instantly is granted full control, including the ability to silently install applications. So the big red flag is that you should never ignore on-screen warnings just like this one. It likely means that a PC or Android device on your network is already infected. Malware is trying to spread using ADB, and if something like this happens, really consider running virus scan. We already did a video on Virus Total, which can scan your entire system, and definitely I'll link that where you can go and check it out. Run a virus scan, check your streaming device for apps you didn't install, and last line of defense and nuclear option is to just factory reset your device completely. So for a lot of you guys that may have this on and forget how to turn it off, let me jump into how to turn this off on 3 of the major streaming devices. And let's start with the Amazon Fire TV Stick. So if you have ADB debugging on, that means that you've already unlocked developer options. So all you need to do is go to your settings. So you're going to go to your icon, and you're going to go to My Fire TV. Then you're going to go to developer options. Again, this should be on because you already enabled ADB debugging. So go to developer options, and you should see it right here telling you that ADB debugging is on. As I mentioned earlier, if there's an app that requires it, like a mouse toggle, then that's something you want to take into consideration. But what you do is just click on it, turn it off instantly, and then you're good to go. Let's jump over to the Google TV device. Alright, so here we are on Google TV. This is my favorite streaming device, the On 4K Streaming Pro. Again, if you haven't seen full reviews on this device pretty much combines the best of every world. If it's affordable, it has Ethernet port, has great remote finder, does have a built-in Google Assistant with the speaker, also has USB ports on the device. This is a value device and definitely worth checking out. I'll leave a link where you can go ahead and watch the review as well as pick one up if you're interested. All right, so to turn off ADB debugging, what we're going to do is go to our settings, click all settings, and then we're going to go down to system, go over, scroll down to developer options. All right, and we're going to look for ADB debugging. Of course, mine is off. Turn it on, you'll get that warning, but you want to go ahead and just switch that off if you have it on already. Lastly, Android TV. This is the NVIDIA Shield TV. This is the 2017 Shield model. All right, we're going to go to our settings again. All right, and we're going to go to device preferences. We're going to click on about. All right, and we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. You should have developer options all the way to the bottom. All right, so when you get there, guys, you're going to scroll down. This one is going to have the USB debugging. All right, right there, you want to make sure that's turned off again if you're not using it for anything. So let me know if this helped. Let me know if you went through your devices, if you had them turned on that you didn't know, or maybe you didn't know to turn it back off. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.